It's raining cats and dogs in the entertainment industry, and at the center of it all is Diddy and his long list of crimes. Just when we thought we had seen it all, 50 just made a shocking revelation, and this time he did it in a big way. 50 isn't just spilling tea left and right about Diddy's nitty-gritty secrets. He's also promised to release a documentary featuring incriminating videos on Diddy and his crimes.
Get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of No, dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
What you been getting out for over a decade?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh, my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
If you thought Diddy's level of wildness was on a whole new level, you're bound to get shocked because things get even crazier than that. Diddy has been getting in a buttload of trouble in recent times, and not for good reason. You know how 50 Cent has been calling out Diddy, Jay-Z, R. Kelly, and the rest of his clique for a long while? Well, it looks like Diddy is next in line to take a dip in scalding hot water because the whole industry is set against him. Netizens recently found an old interrogation tape of Jonathan Audi where he made a couple of allegations against Diddy. The clip has been gaining a lot of influence, especially because of its time of uncovering. In the video recording, Jonathan Audi said that he had sex with Diddy and Casey Ventura, who was Diddy's girlfriend at the time. He also revealed that it had happened for as much as 15 times. In his own words, he claimed that he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. Audi also said that all of these meetings were filmed by Diddy, who had accidentally given him a copy on such occasion. But here's where things get dark. Jonathan Audi claimed that Combs is a member of the Bull, which is the black part of the Illuminati.
Rick Ross and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Got it. He's a Harvard supporter. I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, what?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay, you're my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised.
The stories told by Jonathan Audi are in perfect correlation with what Cassie said in her swiftly resolved case against Sean Combs, and to think that this interrogation dates as far back as 2018 is just sickening. Just recently, new footage resurfaced showing Diddy kicking and dragging Cassie like a bad kitten. Luckily for Diddy, he wasn't slapped with a fine because according to police laws, the incidents had happened way too long ago. But Cassie isn't even the first one to tell of Diddy's shady character. Jeannie Huynh, a model who used to date Diddy, went on an interview where she talked about how she was subjected to physical torture at the hands of Diddy while recounting an incident where he kicked her in the stomach. At the time, most people thought she was just another gold digger desperate for a pound of Diddy's money, cause how could Brother Love, the same man who engaged in so many charitable acts and even offered to buy clothes for 50, do something of such evil? Can you imagine the horror on people's faces after the video of Cassie being leaked by Diddy leaked out to the press? This was more than enough proof to show that if Diddy had beaten Cassie with such reckless abandon, he had probably phoned it for so long that he was now comfortable with it. And guess what Diddy had to say about this video?
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Now hold up for a second. Is this the same man who claimed that his decision to settle Cassie in court was simply an act of goodwill and was definitely not his way of admitting that he has assaulted her? The list of celebrities lining up to make crazy allegations against Diddy just keeps piling up. And let's not forget his shitty dealings with young stars in the music industry and how he promises them heaven on earth or fancy cars and mansions. Sounds to me like what a generous lover would do to their significant other. For some time, everyone thought that Diddy was simply going for the same soulful aura that Michael Jackson and Prince are known for. But it turns out that there was a boatload of shady things going on behind the scenes. Picture this, 13-year-old Usher, a young, handsome, and talented new artist, is sent to live with Diddy for a year. But it gets wilder. Usher kind of slipped up a bit when he mentioned something about sleeping with Diddy in an interview with Kevin Hart. Let's take a trip down memory lane for a bit. Usher was discovered by music executive L.A. Reid, who signed him to his record label but quickly grew frustrated because Usher was much too innocent and hard enough for industry shenanigans. Since he had no intention of sponsoring the kid to sing nursery rhymes despite how cute it would have looked, he quickly sent him on a jet to New York City to have a wild time with Puff Daddy and Puffy Flavor Camp. According to Reid, his sole purpose was to expose Usher to the glitz and glam of the music industry.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
So imagine Usher stepping into Diddy's world. It was like stepping into a whole other universe. Usher got front row seats to the most extravagant parties and champagne flowing like water and the fanciest cars lined up outside. But behind the glitz and glam, Usher saw some real stuff. Usher once talked about how he lost his virginity at the young age of 13. Wait, hold on for a second. Isn't that around the same time he went to live with Diddy? He also spilled the beans on Howard Stern, talking about Diddy's lax mentor approach and the shock when Diddy went MIA after Usher's debut album didn't blow up. And here's the tea. Usher spilled that he wouldn't let his own kids near those wild parties. In the chat with Howard Stern, he straight up said hell no to sending his mini to Puffy Camp.
4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
Now, did Diddy try to shoot his shot with young Usher like he's been accused of doing with several other artists like 50 and DaBaby? Now, that's a mystery. But one thing's for sure, Usher's time at Puffy Flavor Camp was no schoolboy's dream. I mean, just ask 50, who straight up said he felt uncomfortable AF at Diddy's bash parties. He's not the only celebrity who has admitted that Diddy's parties are not your average ball game. With all this idle talk, you've got to start wondering if Diddy is actually who he say he is, or is a really green snake hiding under green grass. While some felt like 50 Cent blunt talk was just 50 being 50, you know how 50 was a way of picking a bone with whoever he doesn't roll too well with. It turned out that there might actually be some truth to these allegations. At the start of the Drink Champs podcast, Diddy was the life of the party, cracking jokes and sharing stories. But things quickly went south as Diddy had a little bit too much tequila and started calling the talk show host Daddy. It was like watching a blind deer walking right into the middle of the highway.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Huh? Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Things got awkward pretty fast, and the host tried his hardest to steer things back to normal. But Diddy's drunken antics were hard to ignore. But people couldn't help but wonder if Diddy had let his true self slip. Rumor has it that 50 Cent is cooking up a documentary about everything there is to know on Diddy's legal troubles. And y'all know 50. He sure as heck doesn't hold back. Just recently, 50 Cent hopped on Instagram to clown Diddy about allegedly going all Hulk smash on his son's football coach with kettlebells. Yeah, you heard that right. Despite their history, 50 Cent couldn't resist sharing his 2 cents on social media. And guess what? A bunch of people online are totally backing 50 Cent's play, especially with Diddy under the microscope for those allegations. While Diddy's sticking to the story, 50 Cent's on a mission to dig up some evidence to back up those court claims. Unfortunately, it appears that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, cause Diddy's sons have already begun exhibiting their father's behavior. Just recently, Justin Combs, Diddy's eldest son, was accused of helping him in concealing the mysterious killing of a friend named G at a recording studio in 2022. But that's not all. His younger half-brother Christian, who is a model and a rapper, is now being sued for sexually assaulting a woman in that very same year. And guess who rented the yacht? It's none other than Diddy himself. If my gut is right, Diddy definitely knew about the assault since he was manning the yacht at the time, and he had probably helped in covering up the crime as well. Diddy's reputation has definitely taken a dramatic turn in the past months, from the saint in white to the shady businessman and pedophile, among other allegations. At this rate, I'm starting to give up on my initial assumptions that revelations about Diddy's hidden crimes would stop shocking me to the core, because I'm still shook and unprepared for what's about to come. As for what's next, who knows what T Diddy is about to spill next. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more access to premium gossip like this. Also, click the notification button below for instant notifications on the Diddy saga and more. Have a great day, and thank you all so much for watching this video.